While rappers are celebrating the success in Young Thug's RICO trial, the same rappers are now being targeted by the police, as the lead investigator against YSL exposed Lil Wayne's affiliation to the exact same street team that Young Thug is a part of.
And are you familiar with who this individual is?
I am.
And who is that?
It's Dwayne Carter.
Okay. And does he have another name that he goes by?
He does.
And what is that?
Lil Wayne.
And are you aware, through any of your non-trained experience, if Mr. Carter, Dwayne Carter, self-identifies as a member of?
I believe that he does.
Okay. Tell the jury if you need to stand with the stick and point to what those identifiers are within Defense Exhibit 31.
There's a large MOB across his chest, often used particularly by West Coast, but is used across the country. He has 5 red 5-point stars across his chest.
As the investigator is trying to prove to the jury that rappers do have street affiliations. It's one of their last arguments that they have left due to Thug's lawyer just being amazing, as today there would be a drastic change in the YSL RICO case, as a man named Adrian Bean was on the stand. In a report that goes and reads, keep in mind, unlike Trontavious Stevens, Adrian Bean is not bound by a plea deal. He was part of a 2013 crime where 4 people were involved, but 1 escaped and was never caught. They need Adrian Bean to snitch on Young Thug on the stand, just like he did with the police in 2013, but now he refuses, as Adrian Bean originally snitched on Young Thug all the way back in 2013, but because the police took a decade to start this RICO trial and takedown of Atlanta, allegedly Adrian has now forgot about the entire crime and doesn't even remember Young Thug.
After you answer the question, which you have to do,
because I don't remember nothing that happened in 2013. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
I understand. What I have to do is ask you some questions and determine what you do and don't remember. So, what is your response as to whether or not you recognize the images shown in Defendant's Exhibit number 8?
I don't remember.
All right. And I'm going to show you Defendant's Exhibit number 81. Do you recognize what's shown there?
No, ma'am.
All right. What about number 101 for defendant exhibits?
You see a car, but I don't remember it.
Okay, that's fine. Is your answer the same for defendant's exhibit number 82, number 89, and defendant's exhibit 90?
Yes, ma'am.
Lots can happen within 11 years because the crime did occur in 2013, but with him claiming that he doesn't even know who Young Thug is anymore other than in his music, things just seem a little fishy. Some sources claim that YSL members could have paid Adrian and his family off to not snitch on Young Thug, but others believe that he actually did forget about the crime. Adrian Bean has gone through a lot of things in the last 11 years, and he would reveal why he forgot.
I really don't have any knowledge about 2013, ma'am. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I don't really have any knowledge about 2013. Once I went to prison and came home from prison and done my time, everything that happened in 2013 or whatever has been put behind me and set forth. So I've been, working and just doing my thing since I came home from prison. I don't have no knowledge of nothing that happened 10 years ago.
As the only way to prove that Thug is guilty in the crime that was committed in 2013 is Adrian Bean. There is no video evidence of the crime from surveillance footage or any other witness. There is only the one snitch of Adrian, and if he doesn't remember, then Young Thug will be getting let off of the hook. So this now leads into the prosecutors having to bring out their best evidence against YSL and Young Thug, as this is where it gets concerning, and let me explain. A report goes and reads, Young Thug was named as an alleged firearm man in the 2013 incident during a 911 call played during the YSL RICO trial today.
Okay, so who is? I have no idea, babe. I promise I can't tell y'all that. I don't know. All that I know, she came to my house and told me that the guy that shot my name Young Thug, what it's supposed to be. Somebody named the guy is in her house. So I don't know how y'all can do that. I'm trying to go out the house, but you want the phone now. Okay, all right.
Online lawyers are revealing the feds had no choice but to release this evidence early because of what Thug's lawyers have been doing inside of the courtroom. Because for the last 2 weeks, Thug's lawyers has torn apart all of the evidence against Thug and making him look extremely innocent to the jury. Even the state's best investigator against Thug has been following him in YSL for 10 years, but Thug's lawyer had a hunch that this guy wasn't actually investigating anything, so he would go on to expose his lack of research.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming, I don't want to assume, you went through that entire Tumblr account to educate yourself for your testimony for the jurors. Am I correct?
No, sir. This is the only post from this Tumblr account that I've reviewed.
You didn't look at all of Mr. Williams' Tumblr accounts?
No, sir.
How did you know to review this one picture?
Well, when the state asked me to review these particular tweets, this is one that was linked within one of the tweets I was asked to review, and I was asked to review this post from that link.
You weren't curious to know what else is on that Tumblr account?
I was not, no.
Well, since you come back, I'm inviting you to look at it if you want to, but every one of those posts has to do with music. Do you realize that?
Objection and hearsay.
It's not hearsay.
What really won the jury over and made Thug look extremely innocent is that Brian Steele would stand on business. He would challenge the investigator to go home, go do more research on young Thug, and then come back with an answer.
Do you know, as you sit here, what all the other Tumblr posts deal with?
Objection.
Basis.
It would be speculation because he said he has not
A
reviewed.
standing objection.
You do me a favor. If you come back, which I'll call you if you need, I want you to review all that Tumblr, okay?
Sure.
Account. And then you tell the jurors everything else that's on that Tumblr account, okay?
Sure.
And tell them if it has anything other than music-oriented promotion, okay?
Well, I would say even this photo has more than just music promotion.
That's great.
Doing that inside of a court setting to an investigator at 10 years is not only extremely embarrassing for the investigator, but it is also extremely risky, but it worked. It really made the entire police department look like a joke and an embarrassment, having their main investigator at 10 years not even doing his job of investigating. As while being embarrassed on the stand, he would then go on to expose another rapper, once again not sharing really any evidence against Thug. This rapper is none other than YNW Melly, as he would show that two rappers were involved in a Facebook post together where both of them end up claiming their street ties.
Same thing, the use of the slap term, 5-point star, snake. He's saying he's YSL, he's hanging with Doug, and he puts up his YNW for life hashtag on it with the 5-point star as well. Mr. Devins has the big B hand signs displayed.
Okay, and these individuals again, I'm assuming that's also Young Thug. That's also unknown.
Yes.
Also important to your investigation, correct?
Yes.
Also publicly available for anyone to see and capture.
As this ends up revealing that Melly's team YNW has street ties connected to Young Thug's team YSL. We would even see Bryson Paul tweet, Detective Danny Polo on what slap means. Slap means sliming up all the time, and it came out of the YSL language. The Reds started copying it, the YSL team is made up of Reds, and in the photo, Melly is with Young Thug, who is currently on trial for RICO. Prosecutors believe that YSL is connected to YNW, but on top of that evidence, the prosecutors only really have other small evidence against Thug, but you tell me if this is a big deal, as they shared footage of Thug recording a music video around 7 years ago where he throws up hand signs confirming to be in a street team.
Did you see Mr. Williams putting up any identifying signs within that first few seconds of the video?
I did.
And what was he doing?
He was throwing the B's again, the two guns, and he also threw a 5-point star.
In that particular portion at 1:30, do you see Mr. Williams throwing up any
I did.
And what did he throw up?
He threw up the again.
Nobody.
Now, why it is important is because at the time he was throwing up those hand signs was at the exact same time these crimes were being committed. But the investigator would even double down. He would confirm that there is several videos of Thug self-snitching on social media.
Now, have you had the occasion to view any videos with Mr. Williams in which he either himself self-identifies or associates himself either as a member of Rock Crew and or a member of YSL?
I have.
How many videos have you seen?
I don't know the exact number, but a few.
Okay. For the purposes of this testimony today, have you seen 3 specific videos as it relates to this testimony today?
I have.
While it seems as if they have a little bit of evidence, Thug's lawyer is just too strong and too good at his job to let this slide. He would end up bringing back up the point of the word slime and what it means to YSL members. He would even defend the YSL snitch Trontavia Stevens and made it look good for young Thug, as he would re-bring up what the word slime actually means, said by Trontavia Stevens.
Word slime, what does it mean?
Good question. That's a good question. So, the S is for slug, the L is for love, the I is for I, the M is for me, and the E for everything.
That is the only thing that slime meant to you because you had a tattoo put in your body.
Yes, ma'am, that's what it means to, that's what that tattoo means to me.
Is slime ever used in any other kind of way? As by you or any of the people that
like breaking it down, how I do it?
No, like the meaning of the word slime.
No, it's slime.
However, the investigator at 10 years against Thug and YSL said that that was a lie, and that is not what the word slime means to YSL members. But Thug's lawyer was ready and he played a song that was released 7 years ago. The song has lyrics that say the exact same thing Trontavia said, so Brian Steele would embarrass him one last time before he never shows up to court again, where he would ask him if he even did a simple Google search on the topic of YSL.
Did you hear that, Detective?
I did.
Okay. Now, when you gave your testimony yesterday about you've never heard anyone describe slime in the way you just heard on Mr. Williams number 142, did you ever do a Google search?
No, I did not.
Did you know that question was coming?
No, sir.
You had no idea that the state was going to ask you that question?
No, I thought you meant your question.
No. Yesterday on direct exam, you knew that question was coming, right?
I did. I knew the state was going to ask me what slime meant, yes.
And did you do anything in preparation to say, I want to make sure my testimony is accurate?
I did.
But you never bothered to Google music?